So then we have this and this, not possible. This and this, yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have not A or T. This and this is also there. C. That's all. With this. What about with this? These two can be there. Not B or D. That's it. Not possible. These two are possible. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing else is there.
Now third level, right?
Yeah, third level. So third level is a little bit more complicated. What we need to do here is we need to consider this in combination with all this and all this in the row. So if we take this one mix with this one mix with this, no, no,
The last one.
this and the last one. So we have not taken. Okay. What about this and this? No? No? Yeah, we should have probably started with first level. That's how you write iteration loops, right?
Oh yeah.
Start with the first level. Anyway, so not possible, not possible. Oh. This is very interesting, right?
Yeah. How did we get the same one?
Yeah, it's possible. So that's what is interesting. We may get the same ones.
Okay.
And if we are smart, we can do duplicate detection and not write it again here because it's already
Oh yeah.
in
If
the
it's already
database. Right?
persistent.
That's another optimization one could do.
Okay.
But oftentimes it may be the case that doing the duplicate detection will take all your computation away.
Right.
So it's like how your knowledge base is structured and how good your hashing function is for duplicate detection. Okay, that's interesting. And this not possible. This and third one is possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which will also be covered because this is already there. But anyway, we'll write it again, assuming that we are not doing any duplicate detection. Okay.
So why did you start the way you did though? Why did you choose to get rid of B, which is the very first time?
Where?
Very first time you drew a line.
Here?
You said, yeah, you drew a line between not A or B and not B or C. How can you choose that?
So we are just trying to do that with everyone. We try to see whether that rule is applicable between this and this. No. Then this and this, we see that there is. And so on. It's mechanical, right? You can just write a for loop saying that this is my component now for this loop through all the ones. So simple brute force. Take one thing, take all the upper levels, there is nothing there, and scan through all the things which are right to it. That's what we did. Took this, everything on the right, with this, everything on the right, with this, everything on the right. Then we came here with this, everything there, which we should have done first, but anyway, we have done with everything the right, then we are going.
And then you can do not A and or C with A.
Yeah, so whatever is there, we'll get the same stuff again. So because this is there, we'll get
Oh, we'll get C.
this
Oh.
again. That's
not good.
Duplicate stuff, yeah.
Oh,
So
we
if
should
you do duplicate detection, you can avoid all this.
We should do that. Because in the pseudocode, you just say, check if it exists already.
Yeah, it's kind of the same optimization with A star. Do you want to allow duplicates and redo the search? Or do you want to spend time on duplicate detection and avoid, duplicates efforts? So the same stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, it may be very well efficient to have duplicate. So these are the only two. With the first row we have already seen. So that's it. So next, what about this? First we'll scan through the upper row.
Yeah.
Alright, so this and this not
B
possible.
and not B or C. Yeah.
Yeah. This and this are possible.
Another
Which
C.
gives us C. And that's it.
Yeah.
What about to the ones right to it? This and this is possible. Which gives us D. So that's the thing about it. That's it, right? So
Yeah. A and B.
any questions?
Yeah, I was trying to catch up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on not A or B.
Uh-huh. This here?
Yeah.
How we got it?
Yeah, well, I know how to get there, but where do you go from there?
We are getting there. We haven't started there yet. Okay, I'll tell you how we are working, okay? We first take this,
Yeah.
scan through all the ones above it, there is nothing. Then scan through all the ones right of it, okay? So we got this and this.
You went to, yes, to get not A or C, right?
Yeah, and this. This versus this with combination with A is giving us B.
Oh, you did them both?
Yeah, yeah. Everything we scan through all this. This is not applicable, this is applicable, we got this. This is not applicable, that is applicable, and we got this. And then we came here and up, nothing is there, and then right, up and right. That's the way with each position. Okay. So this one with up, are there any combinations?
Uh-huh. To get D. Oh, we already did that.
This one, right? D.
Oh, that's why. So down there, you have not A or D, the very bottom,
Uh-huh.
but that's the original, right? That's not.
Yeah, yeah, we don't have to worry about that. We have already captured it through 4. So,
No, I'm saying is you negated it at one point, right? What was the point of negating?
oh, what our target is here? The target here is to find an empty clause.
Yeah, but why did you negate that originally to A
Okay.
and not?
Yeah, we discussed about that. The way we are approaching is, okay, we are assuming that, let us say this is not true. If this is not true and you try to argue the consistency of this and not of this together, if it turns out inconsistent, which means this should have been true. Because this being not true is resulting in inconsistency.
Yeah.
It's like a
That's the way we are approaching.
Yeah, it's a contradiction.
Yeah.
But you're not using the negation that you.
We are using, this is the one. A
You're
and
using
not
there.
A.
Oh, but down there you kept it original.
Yeah, first we need to take negate of T. This is the theorem we are trying to.
Oh yeah, that's T and then negate of T is up
Yeah,
here.
fourth is basically negate of T. Alright, basically knowledge base is there and negation is there. If it's inconsistent, which means it shouldn't have been negation. Yeah, looks like I think it assumes that we will perform duplicate detection. Otherwise, all these things will keep repeating. Let us just proceed through this step and next onwards only consider. Then we have
Not A. Oh, you get D first. Oh, you got that. Yeah, not A.
and this with the right ones, nothing is there.
Right.
Right?
So now C with the
C.
top row.
C will with the
Yeah.
this and this D, and that's it. Okay. Then with the right side, C or not C, right?
So not.
So
So
this is the, yeah, this is I think the combination,
yeah.
right? Because you can't.
You get C and not C.
Yeah,
That's the end.
that's it.
Oh, but what about those ones? Are all true still?
Which one?
Oh, so you.
Yeah, we proceed as long as we
Oh.
don't have an empty clause. When we have
Oh,
an empty
cool.
clause, which means this is the inconsistency that we have detected. That
Okay. So if there was, if in this first row there was a not A here, then we would know that this is inconsistent, right?
yeah, in the first processing itself, this
Yeah.
and this, we would have
We would
gotten
know.
that.
Okay. But I mean, we wouldn't have to process it. We could just look at it and be like, oh.
How do you look? How does
Well,
computer
A
look?
computer, yeah. But I'm saying if we were writing it out. Okay.
No, even then I think you should show the steps the way computer works. Then people will understand that you know the algorithm.
Then in level 2 we can find it.
So that's how
Yeah.
mathematicians do it. But
That's
computer
true.
scientists should show all the
No,
steps
well,
involved.
I feel like there's something to be said for just building. Oh, that's obviously inconsistent because boom, right there. A and not A, that can't happen.
Yeah, that's
You go through all the steps. I mean, because you have to.
yeah, that's fine. I think the question will be complicated enough to give you some steps.
Okay.
Yeah, like we have seen here.
For the test.
For the second level, we have got.
Sure. Okay.
Here we derive D from here, right? Like A derives D on an inference, right?
So we know that D is true.
Like I have small number. When we derive something based on this inference, and what is the sign of I?
Where is I?
D is derived from A based on the inference I. So this inference is nothing but resolution or there is something
This is given, right? Usually. Yeah. So this entire thing is basically what we are checking. Is this true or not? Whenever A goes to movie, does B goes to movie or not? So that's it. We are checking the validity of this theorem, given this knowledge base. So I don't know this notation actually.
That's good.
I
We have like tons of duplicates.
Oh, that
and
is
makes a lot
okay.
more, 'cause, like there's
that is
CC,
derivation.
GD.
So
That's
we
what.
are actually
That's what we're talking
Just
about.
going back and forth. between
yeah, I
these.
mean,
Wait,
yeah, you
define
could use
these
that
Yeah.
symbol.
Yeah.
Oh,
So when we
So
define
he
what
does
is I,
this.
no, I only applied it,
Yeah.
I only applied it for
Oh, you don't
anything
do
that's
it.
at a specific level.
Oh,
Which
well, that
one?
works.
I don't know if that will work, I don't know if you'll actually do that.
Oh, okay.
What if you get that?
I think it's just in
That's not how the algorithm is supposed to work.
same as
So be careful. But yeah, he's doing it with the row above it. He's doing it with every row above it.
Oh,
and its
every row above
You-
it and its row?
Are you doing every row above it and it's so
All rows, all
All
rows,
rows.
yeah.
Oh, I only did it with its own row.
He's still got the answer though.
No.
No, but that's wrong.
Yeah, you may miss something. In this case, you may have gotten, so that's like a heuristic, right? That's what Rao, if you remember, has discussed heuristics. This is one way heuristic. I only will consider my row.
Okay. Okay.
That's
So
maybe a
you're
reasonable.
supposed to consider your row and all those above it.
Yeah,
So
for completeness, you need.
But it gets, so that becomes a lot after a while, right?
Yes, that's why these are exponential stuff, right? The problem is co-NP complete.
Oh yeah.
So it's not in polynomial space. So it will become for extreme cases exponential. We are lucky if it's polynomial or very simple.
But P equals NP, right? So
No,
I know.
we don't know.
We don't know that unless you prove it. All right.
I still don't have everything. I don't have my head wrapped around it the whole entire.
NP. Well, there's P. That's good. Then P is inside NP.
It's
Right.
more of
Or no, we don't
theoretical.
know if it
All
is.
P need not be good.
It could be.
So basically, P includes linear, quadratic, and n cube, and n4, and n power 7. Let us say you have an n power 7 algorithm.
Yeah.
Would you use that or A star?
I wouldn't use n power 7. Yeah.
You would still use A star. So
But it's better than
just
a s-
more of theoretical interest that whether it's in polynomial space or not. Unless a really n square or n cubed algorithm is discovered, even for n power 4, you may prefer A star compared to the n power 4 polynomial algorithm.
Oh, so A star is what? NP is P space.
A star is an algorithm. We basically talk about P space and NP in terms of problems, right? So the problems we are solving, for example, the path planning, robot moving from one position to another, all those are in NP complete. Okay. Now A star is just an algorithm which uses these heuristics cleverly. If the problem given to it is polynomial, clearly it won't go beyond polynomial space.
Right.
If the problem given to it is exponential or NP-complete, we don't know, then it will explore all combinations and go exponential.
Okay.
So it depends on what problem is given to it. Algorithm itself, it can be exponential based on the input.
That, oh. That was
All right.
Alright.
So
Yeah,
this,
so this can actually become really big. That's why we have the heuristics. The next thing, which is, can we answer this by,
fast.
how do you answer this by set of support sets? Now we know that this brute force search or breadth first search, whatever you may call, is sound. That means whatever this says is correct. There are no faults with this method, and it's also complete. If at some point it gives up, exhausting all combinations, there is nothing more to do, and we haven't found the empty clause, then it means that this is not true. And if at some point we found clause, then it means it is true due to soundness. And due to completeness, if it can't found, it's not true. That's the thing with brute force. The next one we are seeing is set of support strategy. So this is a heuristic which talks about, don't explore all combinations. Assume that this itself is consistent. So see all these things which are, the combinations of this and this. Why are we doing this? What is it really useful for? One thing is it may provide some more, valid forms, but ultimately the combinations which are only among the first three are only checking the consistency of this, consistency or inconsistency of this.
Mm-hmm.
We are in the game when we actually, are including these portions. This is the one we don't know about. Somebody tells us that this is already consistent. Then we are only interested in things emanating from this, the combinations of these with these things. These are all, need not be there. Whatever can be achieved via these can also be achieved via these things. Right? Got it? No? Okay.
Well-
Can you repeat this? Okay, I'm still confused about soundness and completeness.
Oh, soundness? Okay. Soundness is about, is there anything faulty with this procedure?
Okay.
No, right? Everything seems logical. If this is the case and that is the case, this seems logical, right? Our rule says that and we know that rule is correct. So we are not doing anything beyond that rule, and because that rule is not faulty, whatever we are doing is not faulty. So if we somehow reach empty clause, which means we have reached it correctly. So the entire thing is inconsistent, therefore this must be true. So the procedure is doing everything correctly and not missing anything. Everything correctly, therefore it's sound. That's what soundness is. We are not doing anything, any assumptions here, assuming suddenly that A will always be true, or we will only consider the cases where B will always be true, things like that. We didn't make any extra assumptions. We only derived what we have got in the beginning. So that's soundness, is it clear? And completeness is, are we missing anything? Are we exhausting all combinations? So if you see, we started with this, we explored all combinations above and the ones to the right. So every combination which may involve this is covered. And same thing we did for this, everything above and right to this, because left is already covered through this. So we have explored all sorts of combinations in the space to come up with everything that is possible. And even after that, if we can't find this, it means that, it's actually true that there is a case where this is not true and this is true, which means this is not true as a theorem in general. So because we haven't left anything out, we are able to say that this procedure is complete. Bit better? Yeah,
set of
so
support.
everything is all well and good. The only problem is it's too big, becoming too big. So what can we do about it? So we are now exploring a method called set of support. The trickiness with this method is this can avoid some combinations. What combinations it will avoid? All the combinations which are amongst the knowledge base terms themselves. Okay? All the ones which are within this. So we will only consider cases where this is in combination with one of these and this is in combination with one of these. Right? So it is obvious that we are missing something. So it looks like the completeness will go off. So the thing about it is actually completeness won't go off if you are given that this itself is consistent. Because all other combinations we are exploring anyway. The combinations among themselves need not be explored because this is given that no empty clause will emerge from these. So this is the new method. Don't do everything, just do the ones involving this and this. So what will come? We'll just try to identify what are the ones which involve those, not this. Yeah, this is the one. This will be there. What else? This one won't be there. This one will be there. Right. This one won't be there. This one will be there. So we just have 3 terms at the second level. Because this we won't even consider. We start from here and see all these. Write down whatever comes, this and this. And then we start from here, we see all this and write down whatever comes, which is this.
Wait. What? Why did you circle C and not C?
So these are all the terms which we get in second if we only consider this and this. I'm saying these are the only ones which will.
Yeah, but okay, where does it come from though? The C.
So start from A,
Yeah.
which is one of the.
Oh,
not
and you
the
get
ones,
C. Okay.
and try to combine it with this. Not possible. Possible. You'll get B.
Uh huh.
And try to combine it with this. Not possible. Try to combine it with this. Not possible. With this it's possible. You'll get C.
Okay.
Okay.
I see it.
And with this it's not possible. With this it's not possible.
So then you. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
so
you just loop over starting from this, from one of the goal stuff, and everything before it. Okay, I can erase actually. Let us take out everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So the new ones are that and that, and this one is
So you only consider what you're trying
the
to.
ones from where the goal stuff is. Okay. These are the theorems. Okay, this is the theorem. Okay. Only the ones which are marked with T we will consider.
This is set of support.
Yeah, this is set of support.
And the purpose of that is why? Why would you only consider?
We are reducing the amount of computation that we are doing.
But that's a heuristic.
So that's a heuristic. We are clearly missing something,
Okay.
right?
So,
We know that if you don't miss anything, then it's complete.
yeah.
Now we are really missing something. So this is not a complete method in general.
But
It's just a heuristic. If you find, well and good. If you don't find, I can't say anything about it. Okay?
So it's kind of like what I did.
Yes, it's kind of like what you did.
Okay.
It's a little better. We'll see why later.
Okay.
So let's just get through with this. While we're
Okay. So then.
Did he talk about set of support?
Yeah.
He didn't do an example of set of support, did he?
He doesn't do examples.
He showed animations, I think.
And on one of them he did a resolution example like what we did before.
Yeah. I think set of support, it didn't really show the,
We didn't really show the sense.
yeah. So that's an advantage of coming to presentations.
Okay, so now third level. Or wait, are we done with the first level?
Yeah, right?
Okay.
We consider this with all combinations and this with all combinations.
Yeah, so now we
And
do.
these will get marked T.
What's that mean?
Okay, we only consider combinations with T and others, and T and among themselves.
T and others.
So
okay.
the ones which are from theorem, basically. T means from theorem.
Okay.
Initially, these two are from the theorem, and then whatever comes from them is also from theorem, right? And we are only interested in the combinations where one is from theorem and one is from outside, or both are from theorem.
Okay.
We won't consider the combinations where both are from outside. That's the advantage. That's where we get advantage in computation. All these are not there.
So level 2 and level 3 will not have anything not theorem.
Level 3, let's see. Level 3, what we need to do is, take this and do all the ones above.
No, he's right. If it's in level 3, then it's in the theorem. It's not in the theorem, right? Because that means you used something from the theorem to get something.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do theorem and theorem combinations.
Yeah, I think you were just saying that.
No. Yeah, that's a very good point. The
Yeah.
point is you are missing the fact that for level 3, we are not just considering the combinations here. We will also consider the combinations between this and this.
Right. But anything you get from this and this will be T.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So here onwards, everything will become T. Yeah. Only the first level will contain something non-T.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Okay. So B, the first one you'll get not A. No, you won't. You can get C.
This and
From
this
not
not
B,
possible. This and this is
Yeah.
possible, right?
Uh-huh.
So you'll get C. Alright, so
And
this
that's-
is there.
Yeah, and that's it.
And that's it. What about this?
C.
And this to the right also. We need to see combinations with these. Nothing is there.
Yeah, nothing's there.
Okay? And from here, above it. D.
D.
is there.
Yeah. And that's it. Oh well, you get C and not C. There you go.
And
When you have to
what
compare
else?
with itself.
Yeah. So we get these two.
And there you
And we
go.
are done.
Much faster.
Right? Yeah, much faster. We don't have all these things in the middle.
So we should just always assume that it's consistent then.
No. Unless somebody says, you can't assume.
Yeah.
If somebody says, then you are happy.
Okay.
So it works, set of support works if it's consistent.
Yeah, if somebody gives the information that it's consistent. I mean, it works meaning it may work. So the thing is, it may work. If you find an empty class, you are good. It means it's inconsistent. If you don't find, doesn't mean it's not inconsistent.
No, I thought it does.
No. If
No.
you don't find, because it's not a complete method,
Oh yeah.
you may have missed on something, which may have led to an empty class.
But I thought you said if they tell you it's consistent, it will be complete.
No.
No.
If
Oh.
they tell you that it's inconsistent, which means if you are able to find empty class,
Uh-huh.
then it's inconsistent.
Okay.
Your job is done. If you are not able to find, then you go back and see whether I have applied a complete method or an incomplete method. If you have applied a complete method, then you can strongly say that this theorem will not hold. If you apply an incomplete method, you will say I don't know.
Okay.
It may still be true.
So you could get to the end, not find empty, but be like, I don't know if it's okay.
But if you find empty, you are done.
Then you're good. Okay.
That's where the heuristicness of it, the video of it.
Okay. Cool. What's the next
The
one?
point is, whatever you are doing is correct. And if you got empty class, you got empty class. So it's correct. But the only thing is, you haven't done everything. You omitted some stuff. So this is set of support. So that's where I was saying that there is a slight difference between your heuristic and this heuristic.
Yeah.
This heuristic says that if somebody gives this information that this is consistent, then this is actually complete. Whereas yours I don't know the properties of it.
Yeah. It works, trust me. I just came up with a line.
That's a reasonable thing.
The definition of consistency again is if as applied to this,
There are no empty clauses
there are no.
after exhaustive exploration.
But what does it mean in terms of the knowledge base?
So there are no empty clauses means you always have certain assignments which will make everything true. These and the negation of these. Which means there exists a world in which these are true and this is not true.
That's better.
Which means this is not a theorem. This is not a valid theorem. Right? Whereas if you find inconsistency means that, there exists, there exists a world where, this holds and this won't hold. That can't be the case.
But I'm confused. The whole point was to find worlds where they're both true, knowledge base and the alpha.
We are
Not for
looking at things
resolution.
where all the worlds where this is true, this should be true. If something, and we got an empty class means there exists a world in which this is true and that's not true.
What's linear input form again?
Yeah. Next is linear input form. Yeah, this is a heuristic, something like yours.
We should name
Okay. So this one is as good as what you have.
this. What is it? Oh, ENF. Yeah.
Or what
Well,
is
you
your
can call
name?
it, you can call it Sienna.
He's gonna name it.
Yeah, you
name
should
it
name
Sienna.
it.
Yeah.
Chance.
So
Oh,
this
yeah.
one says that you only consider combinations between whatever you have in your latest level and the first level.
On the first level.
That's it.
Oh,
All the
okay.
middle levels.
So
you
any
ignore.
middle level in between, you don't care.
All the same level also you ignore. Everything you ignore.
Oh, even the same level?
Yes.
Oh.
You generate some stuff, try to integrate with the top level, that's it over. And then whatever new are there, try to integrate with top level, that's it. Nothing more about right and middle and all those things.
Mm.
So this is the heuristic.
And it is complete.
It's not complete.
It's not complete.
No.
No.
Clearly we are missing and
Oh, we're missing stuff, yeah.
We are missing so many combinations, How can we say that?
But it's sound.
It's sound, everything is sound because we are applying a valid rule. As long as we are doing valid stuff, sound.
So he didn't go over these two heuristics really.
Yeah.
He talked about it.
He talked about it. He didn't, I think.
This is better. Okay. So how do we do linear input? So,
So
start-
it's simple, right? You
Start
do
fresh.
this, all these things will come because it's just first level. All these will come. This will also come.
yeah.
Okay. This is nothing related to the goal only kind of stuff. So all these will come again.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then from here there are only very few which will come. This you'll try to integrate with this.
No.
Okay. All these and